Hello and welcome to another video review, this time about the new Schmidt & Bender 10-60 by 56 CM2 High Performance. Schmidt & Bender is a premium riflescope manufacturer based in Biebertal in Germany, and it was founded in 1957 and up to 1971 it was an OEM producer. But later on they started to sell riflescopes under their own brand name, Schmidt & Bender. It is well established in the military and police due to their big selection of high quality tactical riflescopes. And in 1997 Schmidt & Bender introduced the PM2 series, which won many military contracts all around the globe. Till now, their tactical riflescopes were also used among competition shooters. But this year at IVA, so 2024, Schmidt & Bender introduced a completely new series, the CM2, which stands for Competition Master. And as the name says, the products in this series are specifically designed for the competition user. For now, only one riflescope is in this series, but we can surely expect in the coming years that more and more riflescope will come into this series, so for competition use. The riflescope I have here is the 10-60 with a 56mm objective lens, the CM2 High Performance. It is a high magnification riflescope. It was introduced 2023 at IVA, but the Schmidt & Bender started to ship these products out late 2023 or beginning 2024. The scope is perfectly suited for precision long-range shooting because of the high magnification, and because of the reticle positioned in the first focal plane, you can very easily engage targets at different distances, and for that you can use the reticle for holdover and for windage corrections. Due to the thin reticle, which I will talk more about later in the video, this scope can also be used for bench rest and F-class competitions, because the reticle is really thin. And because it is a first focal plane riflescope, it is also suitable for ELR shooting. But in my opinion it lacks a bit of elevation for ELR, so if you really shoot extreme distances, you will probably need a prism in front of the scope so you can compensate for the bigger bullet drop. Now, what you can notice first is the big size of this riflescope. It is 441mm long, so one of the biggest scopes on the market, and with the included caps the scope gets additional 2 centimeters, so it is 460mm long when you put these caps on. It is one of the longest scopes on the market, but despite its size, it is still under 1 kilogram of weight. And if you add these two caps, I weighted the scope, it had exactly 1030 grams, which is for this size very low weight. If the size is not a problem, I think because of the weight, it's still you can still use it in competitions where you have a weight limit. Now for the construction, it is like all the new Schmidt & Bender completely made out of metal. You have no rubberized parts anywhere on the scope. not like the older models had rubberized oculars and magnification rings. This is not anymore. Now, if we start by the eyepiece, it is a very aggressive design. It has these small tools all around, which are designed for the Tenebraex cover. So when you put the cover on, you can adjust the cover very easily to your desired location. The scope features a European style eyepiece, so it is really easily adjustable. As you can see, when you grab the cover a bit stronger, you can easily rotate also the eyepiece, so you can adjust it perfectly to your eye. Then the magnification ring. The magnification, as I said, goes from 10 times magnification all the way to 60 times magnification, so it has a 6 times zoom factor magnification. Also, the magnification ring feels very smooth, and it has a very aggressive finish, which is also perfect if you use gloves. You can very easily turn the magnification ring. It is also designed so that the throw lever from Schmidt & Bender fits directly on this, this shark looking throw lever from Schmidt & Bender. It clamps just in these parts of the magnification ring anywhere you want, so it is really well designed. Then further, we have a 34 millimeters main tube diameter. The turrets are two different turrets are available for this scope. And finally, on the objective, the outer diameter is 62 millimeters. Now, the entire scope is, as you expect, rated for even the strongest recoiling calibers, so you can use it also on the 50 BMG. The temperature where you can use the scope is from minus 40 degrees Celsius all the way up to 61 degrees Celsius plus. It is nitrogen purged, so you will get no internal fogging anywhere in this range of temperature, and it is also waterproof up to 3 meters of depth. What I forgot is for the objective, this Tenebraex cover can be easily screwed inside, and like the eyepiece cover, also this one can be adjusted anywhere or in any direction on the scope. It has also this locking feature, so when opens you can push it back and it locks in place, and the same is with the eyepiece, it also locks in place. The price of this Riflescope comes for approximately 4,700 euros. It is made completely in Germany and it comes with a 10 years warranty. Now for the reticle. The scope has the reticle position in the first focal plane, which is a bit unusual for such a high magnification Riflescope, but because of that, of course, you can use it also in some tactical competitions where you have to quickly engage the targets at different distances, and for that you can use only the reticle. The reticle in this Riflescope is mil based for now. In 2024, the second focal plane reticle or Riflescope should also come to the market with a MOA style reticle, and the reticle inside is the new M1 FL reticle, which was designed specifically for this Riflescope. based on the LRR mill reticle from Schmidt and Bender, which is already well established. The reticle, I can show you here, looks like this. So it is a very simple reticle with very thin lines in the middle, and up to 2 mil in all directions. The thickness or the coverage of the lines on the target at 100 meters is only 1.6 millimeters at 100 meters, so 0.016 mil coverage, which is perfectly suitable for very precise shot placements. It features a fine free-floating center dot with a coverage of just 0.03 mRad or 3.2 millimeters at 100 meters. Up to 5 mils all around the center. The reticle features 0.1 milliradian markings, so for precise holdovers and windage corrections, or also for precise calculations of the distance to your target. As I said, currently only one variation is available for this scope, and this reticle features also illumination, and illuminated is only the center part, up to 1 mil in all directions. Finally, like all the newer Schmidt and Bender riflescopes, they put the illumination turret now on the same turret as the Parallax, so you get additional mounting space here on this side of the main tube. The illumination has 11 intensity settings, and between each setting there is no click between each setting, but the illumination goes off, so you can turn the illumination off and immediately come back to the desired intensity setting if you wish to. The battery compartment is on the same turret, and for the illumination you need only one CR2032 battery. Clicks for the illumination feel really nice, so you have a really positive feel that you adjust the illumination. And on the same turret, as I said, is also the Parallax turret, which goes from 20 meters all the way to infinity. What is really nice is that also that the scope has numbers, so 300, 500, 1000 meters and infinity, so you can approximately know at what distance your target is if you just look to the scope and adjust the parallax so that the image is crisp and clear. Now for the illumination, it is very bright, of course, but even though it is very bright, I still think it is not daytime bright. You can easily see it maybe on a darker target, but if you shoot on paper targets, I think the illumination is not visible. Maybe just a little bit, but I don't think this makes some difference. In my opinion, such a riflescope doesn't even need illumination, but if you want to use it on different competitions, let's say also some tactical ones, it is still a nice feature to have. The illumination turns off automatically after 6 hours since you make your last adjustment to save the battery life, and it features also a position sensor, and it flashes also on a if the battery is on a low level. Now for the turrets, if I start with the elevation turret, there are two types of turrets available which you can choose from when you order the scope. the double turn 2 plus MTC locking turret with a single turn 2 zero lock locking turret for the windage, or like this one has, the multi-turn 2 MTC locking turret with a double turn zero click locking turret for the windage. Now, what does everything mean? First of all, double turn or multi-turn explains by itself. So you have only 2 turns with for the elevation turret or a multi-turn turret. With the single turn turret, the clicks are in 1 centimeters per click, and with the multi-turn turret it's 0.05 mil or 5 millimeters per click at 100 meters. For the Windage turret, the single turn 2 zero click locking turret means you have only 1 revolution, and with this one, double turn 2 plus, you have 2 entire revolutions. And again, with the single turn 1 centimeter clicks, with the double turn 5 millimeter clicks. Now, if I go a bit more in detail, as I said, the clicks are in 5 millimeters per click, and the clicks itself feel very good, and you can also hear them very well, so they are very audible also. On the top of the turret is the turn indicator, which is on this turret a visual turn indicator. So you have now numbers inside of the turret, so here inside, where the number stays in which turn you are currently in. Now it's in 1. When we go further, now 2 appears inside, and when we go further, the number 3 appears, and so on. So it is a really well made turn indicator, so you can very easily see it. With this turret, unfortunately, there is no mechanical turn indicator, so if you use the scope in darkness, you cannot feel in which revolution you are currently in. But again, for this scope, I think this is the better solution. The clicks, as I said, feel really nice, and the turret features also this small lever here, which means now the turret works without the MTC function or more tactile clicks, and when we push the lever to the middle position, then here a green window appears, or in this window a green color appears, which means now that every 10th click is stronger and also a bit louder, so you can easily hear and feel the clicks even in complete darkness. The scope features also a zero stop function with 2 clicks below 0. So when you zero it in at 100 meters and you go to a different range or different environment, you can still make 2 clicks of correction, which is approximately, or which is 1 centimeter with this turret at 100 meters. The lever has also some additional feature, which is when it is on the looking to the facing forwards, now the window, in this window appears the red color, which means that the turret is completely locked, so you cannot make any unintentional adjustment of the turret. Okay, this is, I hope, everything about the elevation turret. For zeroing, what I forgot is only 2 screws here on the front. You just have to loosen them, and when you're on the range, let's say like this is your zero, you just have to loosen them, turn the turret back so that the zero is facing forwards, tighten the 2 screws back in, and you are ready to go. Now for the Windage Turret, the clicks, as I said, are also 5 mm per click, and this turret features also this small lever on the side, which has only 2 positions, which is now the green color in this window or the red color when the lever is facing forwards. So red means it is locked, and green means the turret functions normally with a more tactile click only on the zero. So even in complete darkness, you can just turn the turret back. When you notice a stronger click, you know you are perfectly on the zero. It is a double turn turret, so you have the entire 360 degree to adjust the turret, so 2 times, so you can go in each direction, of course. Zeroing of this turret is the same like on the elevation turret. You just have to loosen the screws, adjust the turret so that the zero is facing forwards, tighten them back in, and you are already set. The elevation range of this Riflescope is 23.5 milliradian, or 2 meters and 35 centimeters at 100 meters, which is quite a lot for a Riflescope with such a magnification. But as I said, for ELR it is still, in my opinion, not enough, because all ELR specific Riflescope have 30 or 35 or even 40 milliradian of adjustments. The Windage adjustment is 6 milliradian in each direction, so all in all 12 mil of correction. All in all, the turrets are, as you would expect from Schmidt & Bender, perfect, and in my opinion also some of the best on the market. What I also especially like is this MTC feature, which not many scopes on the market have, and I do really like this feature. Okay, now for the optical properties. The magnification, as I said, is from 10 to 60, and it has a 56 millimeters objective lens. This means it has a 6 times zoom factor magnification, and the field of view is 4.4 meters at 100 meter at 10 times magnification, and 0.8 meters at 100 meters of field of view on 60 times magnification. The scope has no tunneling effect and a light transmission rate of more than 90%. The eye relief, so the distance to your eye, is 90 millimeters, and I have to say it is very forgiving and it is very easy to look through the scope. And the same is with the eye box. You can really make some movements when you're behind the scope, and you still have a really good picture, and it is really easy to look through the scope. What I also have to mention is the image, or the big lens in the eyepiece. The image is like it was everything outside of the scope, so it is really, how should I say, really nice to look through the scope. The image appears like it is on the edge of the scope, and you almost get no sign of this circle around when you look through the scope. So it is really easy and nice to see or to look through the scope. Optically, how we would expect from Schmidt & Bender, the image is extremely clear with perfect resolution and color accuracy, and the edge-to-edge clarity is on the highest level. And again, the image itself, it has almost no edge when you look through the scope, so it is really really nice. Okay, now what do you get in the box with this Riflescope? First of all, cleaning cloth, then it comes with this new packaging, the instructions manual, then also the zeroing key for the turrets, the instructions manual, then the warranty, and some Schmidt & Bender stickers. For the warranty, you get now also this card where you can register your Riflescope, so it's easier if you have to do something with your warranty. Okay, now if I make a short summary, first of all, the positives, or what do I like about the scope, is the design. It is this premium Schmidt & Bender design, so the entire scope has a premium look. Then the build quality, it is very well made with attention to detail, so everything is perfectly made on the scope. The optical quality is on the highest level, and the great ocular with a very big picture is the additional positive in my opinion. Then finally the new illumination location, so it's not here anymore. Then two turrets available with a lot of features, and it comes with high quality Tenebraex covers which really well protect the lens of the scope. Now, where do I see room for improvements? First of all, it's the size. With 44 centimeters, it is a really big Riflescope, as I said, one of the biggest on the market. It is available only in first focal plane for now, but Schmidt & Bender already introduced the second focal plane version this year at EVA, so 2024, with clicks also in MOA and with of course Reticle in the second focal plane, which is more designed for bench rest or F-class competition shooters. And lastly, the price. With 4,700 euro, it is quite expensive, but again, it is a premium Riflescope from a premium German manufacturer, and that's why the price is so high. Okay, I think it is a great Riflescope for precision shooting on big distances, and also perfectly suitable for fast shooting on targets that are on different distances because of its first focal plane reticle. It can of course be used also for F-class and bench rest shooting because of the very thin reticle, so the scope can be used for many kinds of shooting competitions. Okay, this was a short video review of the Schmidt & Bender 10-60 by 56 CM2 high performance. If you have any additional questions, click the link below, and if you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.